guys. Oh man, computers are so tricky. They are tricking me all day long. No, so I've been working on a thing for work that has been, it's like a really small part of a really big project. I'm kind of not sure how much time to spend on it anyway, but I've spent all day on it. But the thing is, it's been really cool because it's basically like sort of fun logic puzzle, gets my mind going in the right ways that I enjoy. I'm going to use this hand because it's more visible as my gesturing hand. I'm not sure what those gestures are anyway. Presidential. But yeah, it kind of has gotten past the point where it's fun now. There's just like, when you've solved it 5 times and gotten all excited and then it still doesn't work for increasingly obscure reasons, it's less fun puzzle and more just computers tricking you. So, my drink today, ooh, I left it up on the mantle, I'll be right back. Wonk. My drink today is good old-fashioned water. I'm super thirsty. I keep like filling this largish cup, and then before I even leave the room it's 3/4 empty, so I'll go back to fill it back up, and then it's half empty before I've left the room, and then I'll go fill it back up. It's kind of like the water cup of, who's that guy with the dilemma? Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. You can never really drink a whole cup of water, turns out. Because first you have to drink a half a cup, then you have to drink half of the rest of what's left. I should know who that guy is. The computers are sapping my intelligence. Ready? Me too. Sushi felt an indulgent glow spread through her. Everyone else was finally gone with their breakfast dramas and brainstormings and mouse catchings. Now that she could finally focus on her painting, it was coming together with the speed of an explosion. Or maybe implosion, she realized. More and more pieces all falling together, crunching into a density of color and texture and action. Yes, definitely implosion. She was particularly proud of the lighting on the griffin's golden feathers. They shone with a brilliance that left a tasteful ambiguity about whether they were just golden yellow feathers in bright sunlight or actually golden feathers. That, and she'd really caught a good impishly curious attitude in the poses of the fairies, which had been tricky with them facing away from the viewer. Her chances at the contest were solid, she knew. There couldn't be that many entrants, and frankly, she'd been in the zone with this series of paintings. Pure happiness gushed through her as it finally hit her that this was her life now. No more job, no more prickly parade of colorful language marked through her mind, no more Rose, the backstabbing bimbo princess of the night, no stupid boss, no hamburger graphics, just quiet and sunlight and plants and paint and her. Perfect. Except she was thirsty. She wandered into the kitchen and began looking around in the cabinets for a glass. Alex wouldn't care if she took a little of his water, but she wasn't about to drink it straight out of his Nalgene. Ick. There was one little cabinet at counter level, right in reach, just the sort of place for keeping cups. She snatched the tiny door open, but all she saw inside was cords? There was no bottom, no top, and 2 cords hanging in space. And then she understood, and her eyes grew wide. Dumbwaiter. Yes, she cried. This is the best house ever! She yanked one of the cords and started pulling up before realizing there was a little crank sort of thing. The crank worked way better than the pulling. Within moments, a little white box was scraping up the chute toward her. The box rose into full view. She screamed. Sitting in the glass jar in the box was the beast. Otto! Otto! Her voice came out halfway between rage and good old-fashioned princess in a tower, save me, I'm dying, screaming. Soon the basement stairs were shuddering with the weight of him. What? What happened? He burst into the kitchen, already red and gasping. She ran and clutched him reflexively. Otto Mouse! His eyes flicked toward where she was convulsively pointing. Gizmo? What are you... Sweet. Dumbwaiter. Get her away! She shrieked. Cool, it's got a crank. Otto began winding, and the mouse slowly ascended out of sight. Sushi realized she was still clamped against his body. She recoiled and punched him. You big dummy! Ow. She punched him again. He had plenty of padding, so it didn't hurt as much as punching Zen or Summer. You're supposed to get rid of it. Go Schwarzenegger on its tail. Cruel and unusual punishment, extradition treaty, summary excommunication. Do these words mean nothing to you? She gripped his shirt in both hands. He raised his eyebrows. Her eyes locked on his for a long moment as she caught her breath. He's sort of cute, he said. It is a nefarious beast, Otto. Nefarious beast. A reprehensible abomination of, what would you understand? Of the Underdeep. Underdark, he corrected. Underdark! Do you know what breeds in the Underdark, Otto? Deep gnomes, drow, and fungus men, that sort of thing. Evil, Otto. Evil breeds in the Underdark. But you have to admit he's sort of cute, Otto cajoled. Get out of my sight, she hissed. You're holding my shirt. Oh, right. Well, she let go. Another moment passed, with only silence and inches between them. Then her fist whipped up in a threat more effective than words. Otto squealed and scurried back down the stairs. That's right, she muttered under her breath. Back to the Underdark with you. Have a great weekend, guys. Hope you're doing well, and I'll see you on Monday.